glad you're here. Thank you very much for joining me. This crash of the UPS Airlines cargo plane is far worse than what I initially thought, and probably was reported. A UPS Airlines flight 5X-2091, a Boeing 747, crashed and exploded shortly after takeoff from Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport in Kentucky. The Boeing 747-8F was fully loaded with cargo, primarily packages and freight, and had a crew of 3 on board. The aircraft struggled to gain altitude, issued a mayday call reporting an engine fire, and crashed approximately 2 miles from the runway end near residential areas in Acolona, a suburb of Louisville. The impact caused a massive explosion and fire, fueled by the plane's fuel load and cargo contents. Preliminary investigation points to a possible dual engine fire on the left wing, possibly due to bird strikes or mechanical issues. In the video that I have, you can see that the left side engine was on fire. There was fire coming from that side of the plane. All 3 crew members, 2 pilots, and 1 flight engineer are unaccounted for. Debris is spread over a very wide area. The captain, Mark Smith, 58, from Indiana, presumed dead based on wreckage condition. First officer, Lisa Chen, 34, who is from Ohio, missing, no confirmed sighting. Flight engineer, Roberto Garcia, 42, from Kentucky, presumed dead. This is the first fatal UPS cargo incident since 2010. The crash impacted nearby buildings, leading to ground casualties and high number of missing people. Eyewitness video and dashcam footage showed the plane struggling during takeoff, with flames erupting on the left wing near the engine, followed by a trail of smoke. It briefly lifted off before crashing just beyond the runway into an industrial area. The impact caused a massive fireball and explosion, fueled by the aircraft's 50,000 gallons of jet fuel, shredding parts of nearby buildings and scattering debris over a wide area. The fire burned for hours, with plumes visible for miles. The crash's proximity to industrial sites has amplified the ground impacts, turning it into a large-scale mass casualty incident. And that's according to the Louisville Fire Chief Brian O'Neill. As of making this video, at least 9 people have been killed, up from 7 overnight initial reports of 3 to 4. There were 4 confirmed ground fatalities, not the crew members, and 2 additional bodies recovered from the scene. At least 16 people, primarily ground crews from affected businesses, are missing. Families have been gathering at a reunification center in Louisville at a police training academy. It is an emotional scene that has unfolded. Eric Richardson is searching for his girlfriend at a nearby metal recycling site, whose phone last pinged at that location. Governor Beshear noted the significant search and rescue mission overnight, with efforts resuming at dawn. 11 people were injured also and treated at local hospitals, including the University of Louisville facility. 2 of those are in critical conditions with severe burns and trauma. Injuries range from blast-related to smoke inhalation. The crash site at the industrial area near a recycling and auto facility led to many missing workers. Public fear was evident. It's just sending prayers to these poor people. When the crash happened, people who were eating at Outback Steakhouse fled after a loud boom. The Kentucky Petroleum Recycling Center, now GFL Environmental, had a direct hit. The building's roof was shredded and storage tanks for propane and oil ruptured, exacerbating the fire. Nearby auto parts operation and metal recycling business was damaged by the impact and debris. Workers like those at the Tom Brooks Jr. site, described it as a war zone. There was also narrow misses. The crash site skirted restaurants and a bar, Ford's Kentucky truck plant, and the Kentucky Exposition Center, hosting a livestock show. No damage there, but the shockwaves did cause minor issues. Operations at the UPS World Port have halted. They handle about 400,000 packages daily there, and the workers were all told not to report to work today, November 5th. Over 200 responders, including the Louisville Fire Police, the Kentucky National Guard, and hazmat teams, yeah, went to the disaster. It took them 5 hours to contain the blaze. After the crash, about a quarter of a mile from the crash site, people were told to shelter in place. Overnight, the airport was closed and reopened at 7 a.m. local time today, November 5th. Governor Andy Beshear said that anyone who has seen the images knows how violent this crash is, and please pray for the families. Jefferson County Public Schools have canceled their classes today. No school today. Also, I have heard that supposedly, I don't know if it's true or not, but the UPS plane had been delayed for 2 hours for maintenance on the number one engine, according to witnesses on the ground. The number one engine fell off just prior to takeoff. And I also found an image of the plane laying there on the side of the runway. This is shocking. Sending prayers. Yeah, maintenance. Oh my goodness. Who did the maintenance on that plane? Anyways, what are your thoughts? Please put your comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you later. God bless you.